Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have my haul of the month. If you are new here, my name is Natalie. I post videos all about makeup and beauty. If you like what you see here today, I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave, but why don't we get started? So I have already had a haul video go up on my channel this month. I did recently do a Shein haul and I would normally bundle it in with this one, but at the point that I filmed that, I didn't actually think I had anything to do a haul of the month video with, so it was kind of just doing the clothing separately. But when I got my items together to double check how much I actually had purchased beauty wise, there were a few, so I thought it did warrant a separate video. Whilst it's not the most I've ever purchased, there are still a few products to go over. In terms of my low buy, it is a month I'm more comfortable, I will say, because there's not that many products in front of me. Although there are two things that I have purchased this month that haven't yet arrived to me, but I'm not going to count them because they're not physically here in front of me. I did purchase a couple of items from Colourpop because they had free international shipping, but I did only purchase 2 items, which is very strange for me. I did make a purchase from Milk Cosmetics because they did have a huge sale on their, I think it's the Mariposas collection, and they also had free shipping, so I was very weak when it came to that. But at this point, because they've not yet arrived, they will probably feature in next month's haul, and I'm hoping they're going to be the only products that are in next month's haul because I am trying to be so good and stick to my low buy, but I feel like this year is slowly slipping away from me and I just keep purchasing things. I'm trying to get as many videos filmed as I can today because I don't know when I'm actually going to be able to film next. We are in the process of decorating this bedroom because it is going to become my son's nursery. Once it is decorated, we will be putting his furniture and things in. So where I currently sit is going to be where his cot is. So I don't know if I may be able to position my camera somewhere else. I'm going to have to try and work it out because I do really want to continue doing videos. I just don't know how practical it's going to be, so you may have to bear with me for a little while. Also annoyingly, the day I'm filming this is actually my second attempt in filming. I tried to film 2 nights ago, but my makeup just wouldn't go to plan, and whilst it didn't go the best today, it's much better than it was the other day, although not the best. So again, you'll have to bear with me, apologies for that. I'm just trying to get done what I can. So the first product that I purchased this month was from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I did actually order from their website direct. I didn't even realise, but I had enough points with them to be able to redeem a gift voucher. So I didn't pay full price for this product, but it is a product I've been wanting to purchase for some time, and that is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I got this one in the shade Light 205N. It does say it is a buildable to full coverage with a semi-matte finish. Because this is a product that I've been dying to try, I have already actually used this. I seem to have a system where once I've purchased something, I don't use it until I've featured it in a video. And funnily enough, I was watching a video of Jessica Braun's the other day, and she said about it being this kind of unwritten YouTube rule where people won't use products until they've featured them in the haul, and it's not a rule anymore. But I can't seem to get my head around that fact, and I don't really like using products until I've filmed them. Although this one I have because I couldn't resist breaking into it. I sat down to film my failed attempt at this video the other day, and because I had all my lights and everything set up, I did actually film close-up clips, which I will be inserting along the way. How good they are, I don't know, because I don't kind of do B-roll, as it were, and put close-up clips in very often. So if they are any good, I will be inserting them so you can see the products a little bit closer. But here is how the e.l.f. powder looks. And then it does have a mirror at the top here, and then when you lift up it does have a powder puff, which I haven't actually used. I only applied this product with a brush, and it is a quite dense brush at that, I would say. I do like the amount of coverage that this product gives. Before I really got into using liquid foundation, I did only ever used to use powder foundation, and that being the one from Bare Minerals. So it was quite nice to kind of go full circle, as it were, and go back to a powder foundation, be it in a pressed format. I'm still on the fence as to how much I love this product because I feel like it can cling to some dry patches, which I have heard people having issues with, but provided I go in with either a moisturising primer underneath or a moisturising SPF or something like that, I feel like it does sit a little bit better on the skin. I did actually have this product on earlier today, and it has been quite a warm day today, so I think this is the best I've been able to test it out. I did notice that it did wear away where I wear my glasses, but that is completely expected. It did also wear away on the tip of my nose, which I do have a bit of trouble with foundation on my nose, but it's not very often that they'll wear away on the very tip, although it could be when I've kind of been kissing my son, I'm not too sure. And then it did also wear away on my chin area. It did stick in place on my forehead and my cheeks pretty well, albeit on the very edge of my hairline it did get a little bit patchy because I've got a bit of dry skin there. So overall I do like it, I just don't think I absolutely love it. But I have only worn this 2 or 3 times, and the first 2 times was not for very long at all. I say today has been the first time I've been able to fully test it. So I did wear it from around about 10 AM until about 8 PM tonight, so I feel like I have given it a good test. I was planning on wearing it to film, but like I say, in those kind of areas that I did wear away, I did try to repair it, but I couldn't quite do so. So in the end, I just took it off and just put liquid foundation on. So yeah, it's not a perfect product, but it does have potential. I just need to give it a little bit more use. It is nice and easy to apply, and it does apply really evenly. It's just how it works that I'm not 100% in love with it yet, but I will use it a bit more before I decide. Then I picked up another foundation, and this is one that I did actually pick up today because I ventured into town and into Primark, so I did pick up my beloved foundation. This is the My Perfect Colour Double Coverage Matte Foundation, and I get this one in the shade Ivory 02. Since I last purchased this foundation, it does look like they have expanded their shade range, which is really good, because I think when I last picked this up, I'm sure Ivory was 01, whereas now they do have a porcelain shade, and they do have, I think I've seen some kind of 0.5 shades as well, and it did look like they had quite a broad spectrum in shades, which was really good to see. This is such a fantastic foundation. It is supposed to be a dupe of the Estee Lauder Double Wear. That is a foundation that I have, and I kind of prefer this one, and it is a fraction of the price, albeit the shade that I have in the Estee Lauder is a tad too dark, so it does put me off wearing it. But this for me is such a good shade match. It applies really nicely. It is super long wearing. This was kind of the main one that I would reach for if I was going on a day out somewhere and was having to wear a mask, because it didn't budge under a mask. It doesn't cling to dry patches. It doesn't emphasize texture or anything like that. I just absolutely love this foundation. I still do have about half left in the current bottle that I'm using, but I've had that one open for quite some time now, and it is a kind of 12 months open product, so I think I'm going to put that one in the bin and just use this one now. Fingers crossed they haven't changed the formula since I last purchased it, but highly recommend it. If you can get access to a Primark, I would definitely recommend picking this up. And I'm so proud of myself that I did venture into Primark today, into the beauty section, and only walked away with this, because there were so many other things that I wanted. Don't get me wrong, I still spent a ton on clothes and things, but this was the only beauty product that I bought. So yeah, highly recommend it if you can get into a Primark. It is one of the best foundations I've ever tried. I've just actually gone to put this away after finishing filming and had to come back because I went to replace my previous one, and I've actually noticed that the new one that I've got is bigger than the one I previously had. So this one says it contains 1 fluid ounce or 32 ml of product. The new one that I got is actually 1.2 fluid ounce and 38 ml of product, but as you can see they are both still £5, so they're giving you more product but it hasn't gone up in price, which is really good to see. I think I purchased this one about 2 years ago. The only thing that is slightly concerning me is, to me, they do look ever so slightly different shade wise, and my old one is a really good match for me, so I need to test it and see. And it's making me think, don't throw this one out just in case it doesn't work as well, because this is my holy grail. So just something I thought I should note, that you are now getting more foundation for your money, not that it wasn't a bargain in the first place. The next purchase I made was from Boots, and this is a collaboration product between Sally Hansen and Friends. So these are the Miracle Gel Polishers, and we have the shades Lavender and the one with the teal. I remember now I didn't think on the close-up to show the shade names at the top, but they are there. I did actually do a kind of try on with these polishers because there are a couple of other nail polishers that I've purchased as part of this haul as well. The reason being is I'm actually looking for a new lilac polish. I did have one from Makeup Revolution, which I absolutely love the shade of, but it went a bit gloopy and things and I just couldn't get it to come back to life. And I didn't have it that long, so it did put me off just purchasing another one of them. So now I'm kind of on the lookout for a backup lilac. I did purchase one a month or so ago, which, not realising, was actually a shellac one, and it's one that won't work as a normal polish. When I seen that they had this collaboration, Friends is one of my all-time favourite shows, if not my all-time favourite show, and I could get really cute packaging and also get a lilac shade, I thought it was worth a go. I think these were £10 each or 2 for £16, which is why I purchased the two. I was intending to just purchase the lavender one, but I'm a kind of person that doesn't like paying for shipping, and I was going to just do these on click and collect because I knew just getting one product will definitely be under the threshold. Turns out there is a threshold for click and collect too, and I think it's £15. So I just thought, oh, I'll just get the 2 for 16 and save the cost of delivery, because I don't think delivery with Boots is cheap. So these are the 2 polishes that I've got. At the point I'm talking, I will be putting the clip on showing how they apply. I don't know if I've tried Sally Hansen nail polishes before. From the initial application, bear in mind, I literally put each shade on one nail just to test it out, and I did do it in a rush, and I did do the second coat quite soon after I did the first coat. I'm not overly impressed with the formula so far. I just feel like it was quite patchy, especially the lilac one. It went on like hardly anything on the first coat. So I think it is a product with both of these that I'm probably going to have to go in with 3 coats, because I just don't feel like it did enough in the 2 coats, and I feel like they both look really patchy. The point I put these on, I didn't have anything on my nails at all. I hadn't long took off nail wraps, so my nails weren't in the best condition, and I didn't have a base coat on, so that could have possibly taken effect as well. I will need to test these properly. Even if they don't work for me, I do have really cute friends nail polishes that will sit out on my vanity. They have really cute names and they are really cute colours. But from first impressions, I was a little bit disappointed. So the other polishes that I picked up were from Feel Unique, and these are from Nails Inc. And it is this really cute set. This is the Feeling So Fly Nail Polish Duo and Sticker Set. I didn't purchase it for the stickers. If I'm honest, I'm probably going to give them to my daughter, because once she finishes school for the summer, I always say she can get her nails done when she's not in school, and she'll probably want me to apply these to her nails. I might actually do so for her birthday party. So here are the 2 polishes. So we do have, again, another lilac, and then more of a kind of cornflower blue. I don't know the names of these, so I'm probably going to have to take them out to see. So the lilac one is called Don't Give a Flutter, and the cornflower one is called Love on the Fly. Again, like with the ones from Sally Hansen, I did kind of do try-ons of these as well, and the quality of these polishes was so much better. I feel like these were so much opaque even on that first coat, and with the second coat they were done. I don't think I would need a 3rd coat with either of these products. I have got quite a few Nails Inc polishes in my collection, and whilst it's not my all-time favourite formula, I do much prefer Essie polishes. They do last a decent amount of time and they do go on quite easy. I also prefer the brush in these to the ones from Sally Hansen. That was a slightly bigger brush. From these 2 sets that I picked up, and from that initial first impression, these ones are definitely looking better in my opinion, and they are gorgeous colours, especially for kind of spring and summer. So I'm really excited to paint my nails with these. Actually, I might paint my nails with both at the same time and do kind of alternating nails. That set from Nails Inc, and if you know someone who's a huge fan of butterflies, would be a really cute birthday set. I can't remember if I said, but I purchased that set from Feel Unique. I did also purchase another product, and that is something from Pharmacy, because at the point I purchased that, Pharmacy had, it was either 20 or 30% off, and there was a product I wanted to try, and it is this cleanser. So this is the Whipped Greens Oil-Free Foaming Cleanser with Moringa and Papaya. Really cute packaging on this one. I have tried quite a few products from Pharmacy, and my favourite cleansing balm is from them. It is the Green Clean one. I do currently have the limited edition apple scent in my bathroom, but I do think I prefer the Green Clean. I'm hoping this might smell very similar to that, because I do really love the scent of that. Although that is, for me, it kind of smells citrusy like lime, whereas this says papaya, so it might be a little bit sweeter. I haven't actually tried this one yet, but it is a rather large tube. It is 150ml of product, and when I took it out of the box, it did come with a sample of the Green Clean Cleansing Balm, which I think is a really nice touch, because it's a great way to try the product. So this is just a very small blister pack of it, so it's probably only going to be one use, but I am actually going away for a few days over the summer. I did do a recent beauty box unboxing from Feel Unique on my channel. In that I did pick up a little pot of the Green Clean Cleansing Balm. I do think that will be enough for a few days, but I'm actually quite tempted to just kind of throw this in as well, just in case I need that little bit extra product. It is only a few days I'm going for, but it doesn't hurt to throw something this small in. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what this is like. But I presume it is going to have, yeah, it's got a seal on it, and I do have a few other cleansers that I want to use first. So I don't want to open this one just yet, because it is a 12 months once it's open. So I am excited to give it a go once I've finished up the one that's currently in my bathroom, which I think I'm about halfway through. If you are wanting to try something from Pharmacy, I do believe they have a few different samples from them in either the pick and mix samples or the beauty kit. It is a bit of a kind of cheaper way to try the product without buying a full size. That's how I've ended up falling in love with the cleansing balm, because I did try a mini of it first. Kind of wish I could have got a mini of this, but because it was, I say, either 20 or 30% off, I thought it was worth a go, and I do believe I had a gift voucher to use. I'm just inserting this clip now. This arrived in the post from Mel Cosmetics, which is something that I mentioned earlier on in the haul. So I thought I'd just film this little extra clip to insert it in this haul, seeing as I had mentioned it, and saves kind of waiting till next month. So this is how the box came. Very cool packaging with a nice little butterfly sticker here with, I'm not gonna lie, a slightly creepy looking dog on it. So this is the Mariposas collection, and this is a two-piece collection that I ordered, which came with the eyeshadow palette, which is the Amore Mariposas, and then also the Monica blush palette. Absolutely stunning packaging. I'll start first of all with the blush palette, which has a very nice felt lining to the box. It all feels very luxury, and it is also quite weighty as well. So here is the packaging itself with the butterflies on, which I believe Mariposas is Spanish for butterfly. And then here we have the inside of the palette. Absolutely gorgeous, really nice mix of shades. You've got your deeper ones on the right hand side, and then the lighter ones on the left hand side, and then mid-tone ones in the middle. So it looks like it would be good for quite a few different skin tones. For me personally, I know it's going to be the 4 on the left hand side rather than the 2 on the right that I'm going to use the most, but they are all really pretty. I think the shade Milagritos is probably going to be my most reach for one, because that's a really pretty blush pink. I think this one, Vida, is a shimmery one, whereas Milagritos looks like it is matte, and then this Feliz, that does have a bit of a shimmer to it, and Sonrisa is matte, and then I think these two, Conmigo and Flor, are both matte, but absolutely gorgeous with the imprints on them. And there is also really pretty detailing across the top of the mirror here. Trying not to show myself in the reflection. Pan sizes do look like a really good side as well, so I'm really excited to break into this. Then onto the eyeshadow palette. Again, really nice gold outer packaging. Then here's the outer packaging of this one, with what looks to be like a heart surrounded with hummingbirds around flowers with butterflies all over it. That's some pretty unique packaging, and it's gorgeous purpley pink shades. This is the palette itself. There are some imprints of the shades on the plastic sheet on top, but considering it's come a long way, that's not too bad. There doesn't look to be any damage on the actual shades themselves, but this is such a pretty colour story. I'm a huge fan of green shadows and also neutrals as well, so it's definitely going to be the top 2 rows that I reach for the most. But I've seen quite a few eye looks created with this palette, and this pink shade here, which is called Sagrado, it does look absolutely stunning on the lid, so I'm excited to play with that one. If I'm honest, in person, the pan sizes are smaller than I thought they were going to be, but I've never hit pan on an eyeshadow yet, so maybe this might be the palette that I do so in. But yeah, excited to break into these 2 rows especially. These 2 shades here do look quite similar to each other, but the Te Adoro does have more of a taupey look to it, whereas this one here, which is Señales, does look to be more of a neutral beige. But yeah, absolutely stunning with the butterfly imprint on them all. So this is a 20 pan palette with 5 shimmers, and the rest are mattes, so it is a predominantly matte palette, which isn't always my preference, but this was just too good of a deal to pass up. The palette itself is usually around $70, and the blush palette I think is around $50, but I actually got both of these in a bundle for $36, and they had free shipping at the time that I purchased these. So I think this came out my bank at about £30, so effectively £15 a palette, which from what I've heard about Melt Formula, I definitely can't complain. I definitely blame Linda from Glitter Fallout for this purchase, because she raves so highly about this eyeshadow palette and generally Melt as a whole. When I purchased this, I was hoping I would be able to talk myself out of it, because they were going to have extortionate shipping prices, but turns out they had free international shipping at the point of this sale, so I didn't even pay shipping costs, and I didn't also pay customs either. So far I've been pretty impressed with my service from Melt, and I'm excited to break into both the blush palette and this eyeshadow palette. I'm filming yet another clip to insert, as I was in the middle of editing this video and the order from Colourpop that I mentioned at the beginning arrived. So I thought I might as well film and stick another clip in, and then that's my haul of this month done and dusted without having to hang any products over to next month. So I believe I mentioned at the beginning that I made this haul because they had free international shipping. So let me show you what I chose. I was very restrained and did actually only pick up 2 items. The first of which is a repurchase, and this is a mascara and is the Act Natural Defining Mascara, and I got this in the shade black. I'm currently using this in my everyday makeup drawer, but I've had it open for quite a while now, so I do need to put it in the bin, and I did want to get a backup of this. I believe I originally got this as part of a mystery box, and I wasn't expecting much because with it saying Act Natural, I didn't think it would do an awful lot to my lashes, but it does actually fan them out really nicely. It gives me a decent amount of length and also quite a bit of volume, so it is a really nice everyday with a little bit extra kind of mascara, and obviously it's affordable with it being Colourpop, so I just had to pick another one of these up. And I think at the point I purchased this, it was actually on sale as well, so it had gone down to about £6 or something like that. And then the other item I picked up, which is something I definitely don't need, but I've had my eye on for quite some time, and it is one of their heart-shaped blushes. So that is the one that I picked. This one is in the shade Flirt Alert. I was very, very tempted to pick up multiple ones of these because the packaging is just so cute, but again, I held strong and just picked up one. Here is the packaging of this. It is a kind of almost soft matte touch, and it is a heart shape, and it's going to look really cute in my collection. And then here is the blush inside. That was not easy to open at all. I do remember seeing Andrea Mataliano saying that she has issues opening them, and yeah, that was pretty difficult because of the kind of soft matte packaging. There's no sort of grip, and you do have to unclip it from the thing there, so it could do with having a bit more of a sort of lip there for you to be able to grab onto. So try and put that in the light so you can see. The shade on camera is actually pulling a bit more brown than it is in person. It is a bit more of a pink, but the packaging looks a bit more brown than in person. So I don't know if it's the natural light, it's just not showing its true reflection, but it is a really pretty neutral pink shade. So yeah, excited to see what this is like. I've tried a few different Colourpop blushes and have really liked their formula, and I presume this is going to be the same good formula. And again, it's in the shade Flirt Alert. So that was all that I purchased from Colourpop. I'm very proud of myself for just picking up 2 items. Now back to the original video. We're down to my final purchase of the month, and that is something from Cult Beauty. So Cult Beauty have recently got a reward scheme on their website, which is really good because I do like when websites do that, and it works similar to a lot of the ones on there. When you spend a certain amount, you get given a gift voucher. I think on Cult Beauty it's for every £100 you get a £5 voucher, whereas Feel Unique do for every £75. So because I have made purchases in the past from Cult Beauty, they did give me a £5 voucher. So I decided to pick up a product that I'd had my eye on for some time. Even though it did say how big the product was, I don't think I'd quite calculated it in my brain as to how much that was. So it did turn up a little smaller than I was expecting, and it is this SPF from Supergoop. This is the Unseen Sunscreen, which is a really big mouthful, and that is SPF 30 and is water resistant. This is just 15ml of product, and this is normally £15. So it's basically 1ml for £1. But like I say, I did have that voucher, and then I think I also had a 20% off voucher as well. So I do think that this was taken down to £12 with the discount code that I had, and then I took the £5 off it. So it did only cost me £7. Is that right? It's late at night. I don't know if I've done that maths right then, but I definitely paid less than what this is, which, having seen the size of it now it's turned up, I'm really glad. Whilst it is a cute size and will be perfect to just throw it in my handbag because it is nice and compact, I was hoping it would be slightly bigger to try the product out. I think the next size up from this is 50ml, but I think that is around about the £30 mark. But I will fully test it and see what it's like. All I've done at the moment is put a little bit on the back of my hand, which I did do in a clip. Because I was trying to kind of hold my phone while filming, it was quite hard for me to show rubbing it in on camera, so it does look very awkward. But it was just to see the consistency myself more than anything. It does feel quite silicone-y, so I do think it is one that will wear quite nice under makeup and might kind of double as a primer. But I do need to test it out and see what it's like. Ideally, I do like an SPF 50, which is the normal SPF I use. I currently use one from Bondi Sands, which is SPF 50. This is only 30, but we will see. I like that it's water resistant. I like that I can literally throw it in my handbag and probably not even notice it's there. But I will try it and see what it's like. So yeah, that is everything that I purchased in the month of May. Obviously, I did purchase a few things from Shein, which is a previous haul on my channel, and I did purchase a couple of things that haven't yet arrived. But in theory, what is in front of me is good, is kind of in line with my low buy, in that for me a cleanser is kind of a necessity, so is an SPF I suppose. A foundation was replacing one that had run out of date. Nail polishes, we don't count them because it's mainly makeup and skincare that I have too many of. And then this was just the one product that I kind of treated myself that I wanted to try. So I don't feel like I've done too badly, or that's what I'm telling myself anyway. But other than that, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.